Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Chris Horde, PSW, standing for Personal Support Worker, and taking care of your elderly, living in long-term care and community care. And well, I wanted to do this video to show people what people living with Alzheimer's deal with on a daily basis. You know, to give a different view, to let people know what kind of job that entails that I do for these individuals that suffer from this terrible disease. Alzheimer's is a very, very terrible disease, also dementia as well. And I work with some wonderful seniors who suffer from this disease. I'm in my room. Now, picture this. I work in long-term care, and individuals, I work with 32 residents that suffer from this disease. Now, think about it. If you're living in long-term care with this disease, you're being woken up by a staff member like myself, and you're not sure, right? So you're waking up and you're not sure where you are. That's the first thing. With this terrible disease is you're not sure who's in your room. Now think about how awful and scary that would be, to wake up and you don't know where you are. That's the first thing that these residents suffer from this terrible disease, experience. When I come into the room and I say good morning, and they're like, who are you? And what are you doing in my room? And why are you here? So that's the first thing. So we're gonna kind of give you a how it is like with this terrible disease. So we're gonna head in to the bathroom. So the first thing that I do with my residents is I get them up for the day. So I get them up for the day and bring them into the bathroom, this is my bathroom. I'm not at work. I'm off today, so I thought I'd do this video. So I get my residents up and I have to explain to them, I'll use a name like Mr. or Mrs. Smith. So yes, Mr. Smith, we got to get you up and cleaned for breakfast. We're going to take you to the bathroom. You have to go pee, or number 2. And, they kind of look at you kind of odd. And yeah, I have to go pee. Now think about that as well. The residents that I take care of, some of them don't understand what a toilet is, right? So you're asking them to use this, which for us, we would be like, it's natural, it's a toilet. That's where you go pee. That's where you do number 2. But when you're dealing with a resident with Alzheimer's, they can't comprehend what that simple task is. So you have to explain to them, or they're going to get frustrated, right? So you have to explain to them, okay, Mr. Smith or Mrs. Smith, we're going to go pee. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, help pull your pants down so you can sit on the toilet. So think about how we take the little things for granted, which is that task that they can't comprehend, that task of going to the bathroom. It happens. I mean, I've been working with the elderly for the last 20 years, and this simple task that we may take for granted, the residents that I take care of don't know what that is. So next I take them to the bathroom and, clean them up, wash them with soap. Yes, with soap. Please, if you're going into the nursing field of healthcare, working with the elderly, please use a clean cloth and soap, right? Wash your resins properly, you know, change them in their new clothes, and then they may need to be putting on an incontinent product, which we don't use the word diaper, we use the word incontinent product. And yeah, some of our residents have incontinent problems where their bowels or, you know, can't function normally. So, you know, sometimes they go into their product, so, which is, you know, no biggie. I always say, like, it's easy to clean you up. So anyways, on to the task of the morning. So I get my residents up in the morning time and bring them to the bathroom and have to explain to them that, you know, they're going to go pee or poo. The next task is a must. Brush your teeth. Brush their teeth. So some of my residents that that I take care of that have Alzheimer's, they don't know what this is. They have no clue what this is, and you may be watching this video thinking, really? When you suffer from Alzheimer's disease, yes, you lose the adaptation of what certain tasks are over time. And this task, some of them, like you put on toothpaste and you hand them the toothbrush. Well, they're looking at you like, well, what do you want me to do with it? For us, we would be like, okay, well, you put it in your mouth and brush. For the residents that I take care of, you have to guide them through the process, right? They have no clue. So you have to say, hey, Mr. Smith, we're going to brush your teeth now. Can you open your mouth? And then, you know, you brush their teeth. And then you have to say, Mr. Smith, okay, I want you to spit in the sink. Truth. You have to do that, right? That's part of the job. The biggest thing working in long-term care, and I've worked community care, is everybody gets mouth care. So if they have dentures, you take the dentures out, you clean them, and you swab their mouth with a swab to get all the, you know, could be excess food and just morning gucks and stuff, right? Have them rinse with a cup, clean their dentures, put their dentures back in their mouth, and they have a clean mouth. So that's a task that we do. So in the morning time, because I work day shift, I worked all the shifts, evening, day shift, and night shifts. So they all have their own ADLs. And you're probably wondering what ADLs means. It means activities of daily living. So activities of daily living are the tasks that I'm doing right now, which is going to the bathroom, brushing your teeth, getting dressed, feeding, eating. You know, these are simple tasks that we as individuals that, you know, we may take for granted. The residents that I take care of in long-term care and community care need help with these tasks. So we call them ADLs, which is activities of daily living. Like I say, I've been doing this job for 20 years and absolutely love the job and love taking care of people. And I'm hopefully you guys, you know, take a little bit from these videos and realize like how precious your life is if you don't have to suffer from this disease, and to realize that, you know, there is people out there that need help, and that it's okay. You know, it is a difficult job some days, and it can really move you sometimes. And sometimes my heart hurts for these people because it's like, it's a frustrating disease. And for them, it's frustrating because, you know, they've been doing it all their lives. And now they've come to a point where they're relying on myself and other people, other nursing staff to help take care of them, and they think that they're babies, which they're not. It's just that it's the disease that has taken over them, and they rely on us for the care. So if you're in the healthcare field like myself, take good care of these people. These are someone's grandparents, someone's mother, father, aunt, uncle, sister, brother. These are somebody's family members, and taking care of them is important. If you're thinking of going into the field of long-term care and community care, think about empathy first. Empathy, empathy, empathy. I keep emphasizing on empathy with my new people that I teach, and I'm a precept to these people is empathy. There's no book. There's no chapters you can read. Either you care or you don't. So if you're thinking about going into the field of nursing, empathy, 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 and take care of these people. Because, I mean, they once took care of, their families and their children, and now they're relying on us. Anyways, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. Press forward PSW, standing for Personal Support Worker, taking care of your elderly living in long-term care and community care. Until next time, cheers, guys.